Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. United are preparing a hefty transfer for their dream midfielder, and dire news from Bournemouth ahead of their Old Trafford visit. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. United readying £87 million blockbuster bid for midfield star. Ruben Amorim and the Ineos hierarchy view the strengthening of the Manchester United midfield in 2026 as an absolute priority. The Red Devils are keen to vigor into the engine room, and Adam Wharton has been earmarked as a primary target, not just for his evident on-field prowess but also for his remarkable maturity for a lad of only 21. Indeed, Amorim is said to be entirely behind the prospective signing and is urging Ineos to secure the services of the England international at Old Trafford. The belief is that he represents the ideal acquisition to significantly bolster an area that is currently a palpable weak spot under Amorim. Crystal Palace, however, are in absolutely no mood to offload one of their prized assets on the cheap, particularly one whose contract doesn't run out until 2029. It will take nothing less than an offer of £87 million for them to even countenance opening negotiations with a club of United stature. Of all the midfield names bandied about ahead of 2026, including Elliot Anderson and Carlos Baleba, Wharton is unquestionably the player generating the most buzz, owing to the talent he has displayed both for his club and on the international stage. The 21-year-old is a genuine difference-maker, and the Red Devils have a golden opportunity to forge their dream partnership for the 2026-2027 campaign. While Bruno Fernandes remains a pivotal figure for both United and Amorim, and is increasingly adapting to a deeper-lying role, it would be fascinating to see him lined up alongside Wharton in the centre. Bad news for Bournemouth ahead of trip to Old Trafford. Manchester United are set to host Bournemouth in their 16th match of the 2025-2026 Premier League campaign at Old Trafford. Bournemouth currently sit 13th in the table with 20 points from 15 fixtures, a result of 5 wins, 5 draws, and 5 losses. In their last 5 Premier League outings, Bournemouth have failed to secure a win, picking up just 2 draws and 3 defeats. Given this form, United appear to be the favoured side for this fixture, as they aim to climb up the table to secure a European competition slot. In addition to their poor run of form, Bournemouth will be without several key players for Monday's match. Ben Doak is the first confirmed absentee due to a hamstring injury that will likely keep him sidelined until February. The issue was sustained back in November. Gannon Doak himself has undergone a successful surgical procedure following the injury he picked up whilst on international duty with Scotland. Ryan Christie is also definitely out after head coach Andoni Iraola confirmed the midfielder will miss the Premier League fixture and is not expected to return until December 27. Christie, the Inverness-born midfielder, suffered a setback during the international break with Scotland. He felt a niggle in the second game after the first one against Greece. Iraola explained they performed an MRI scan after the match because the player felt uncomfortable, and it turned out Christie has a sprain in his knee, meaning he will be out for some time. The situation in defence is also worrying with Marcos Senesi due to undergo tests. It was initially thought that Senesi only suffered from cramp, but he is still scheduled for tests to ensure there is no underlying injury in his leg. Senesi is their main starting centre-back and it is unknown when he might return to action. Manager Andoni Iraola stated that Senesi felt cramp, not a specific pain, so he still holds out hope. However, Iraola added that they might have to do an MRI or similar when they examine him to see if there is a tiny little injury in the quadriceps area. Young Bournemouth defender, Matthai Akinboni, is also recovering from a muscle injury and is currently unavailable. Iraola mentioned that Akinboni, who normally trains with the first team and plays for the development squad, has had another muscle issue and is recovering, with no further updates on his return to the squad. Another doubt hangs over 19-year-old defender Veljko Milosavljevic, who suffered a knee injury in the defeat against Everton last Tuesday. Iraola is pessimistic about his availability, saying they will have to conduct further examinations, but the chances look slim considering the player had a problem with his knee in the match. Not only do they have injury woes, but Bournemouth will also be without midfielder Lewis Cook due to suspension. Cook received a straight red card on Saturday for elbowing an opponent's head and is expected to face a multi-match ban. The 28-year-old was handed a 3-match suspension, meaning he will miss the clash against United. This forced absence further depletes Iraola's already stretched midfield options. However, there is a small bit of good news in the midfield. Tyler Adams has now served his suspension for accumulating yellow cards in the Premier League and is ready to return for the next game. The midfielder is an undisputed starter at the heart of the Cherries' play and will reclaim that role against Manchester United. His return provides a much-needed boost in terms of experience and defensive solidity. It is clear that head coach Andoni Iraola will face a significant challenge in putting together a competitive starting lineup, especially in midfield and defense. With several key players absent due to injury and a ban, Bournemouth's squad depth will be tested to the maximum, making their task of getting a result at Old Trafford even harder amidst their current dip in form. Consequently, the manager will need his available players to step up and deliver an exceptional performance to salvage any points. Amorim wades in on Man United's league table misery. Manchester United are continuing to show significant progress in the Premier League, now creeping closer to the top four. Their resounding victory away at Wolves in the latest round of the English Premier League fixtures has propelled the Red Devils into 6th place in the table. This run of form suggests the squad has truly found its best rhythm just ahead of the frenzied festive period. Their haul of 25 points from 15 games played places United just 1 point adrift of Crystal Palace, who currently occupy the highly coveted 4th spot. This narrow margin clearly opens up a massive opportunity for them to break into the Champions League places. However, manager Amorim is rightly warning against complacency, stressing that the journey ahead remains long and fraught with challenges. The competition in the upper mid-table is incredibly fierce, with the teams ranging from 7th to 10th place separated by no more than 3 points. This scenario means both Palace and United's positions are precarious, making every forthcoming match feel like a must-win final. The smallest error could prove fatal to their progress up the league ladder. The positive run of results provides United with a strong platform. In their last 5 Premier League outings, they've secured 2 wins, 2 draws, and suffered just a single defeat. This level of performance consistency has reignited the hopes of the faithful, making the prospect of seeing United back in European competition next season seem very realistic. The chance of breaking into the top 4 is now well and truly in their own hands. Despite the optimism, manager Ruben is adopting a measured and pragmatic approach. He has chosen to entirely disregard any talk concerning his team's league standing. In his view, the squad's energy is better expended on pitch preparations rather than obsessing over the league table. Instead of constantly glancing at the standings, Amorim is emphasizing the importance of the players focusing solely on the next game at hand. His philosophy is straightforward. The crucial thing is to ensure the team doesn't drop points from any fixture, with the overriding objective always being to secure back-to-back victories. This approach is designed to deflect undue pressure that might arise from public expectation. A jam-packed schedule awaits Manchester United for the remainder of December. They face 4 crucial Premier League matches against Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Newcastle United, and another encounter with Wolves. This end-of-year run will be the real test of the team's mentality and consistency. Amorim has set a target of a clean sweep of points from this challenging sequence of fixtures. Beyond just winning, Amorim also highlighted the critical importance of being clinical in front of goal. He expressed his disappointment when the team manages to create a flurry of chances but fails to convert them into goals, which can ultimately lead to a failure to secure the full 3 points. Such inefficiency must be eradicated from the team's play. The Portuguese coach elaborated that his side has delivered some excellent displays in recent games. However, he believes the crucial difference between winning and falling short lies in the team's ability to capitalize on their created opportunities and turn them into goals. Therefore, Amorim is demanding his players become far sharper and maximize every chance they get. He also offered a timely reminder that tightening up the defense is just as vital as attacking to secure those coveted 3 points. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.